1836, Colonel William Light, Surveyor General of South Australia, was commissioned to fix the site and plan the capital of the new state. Colonel Light did his work well. Adelaide is still recognised as a masterpiece of town planning. The plan resembles the typical Roman one, which allows for a large square in the centre of a symmetrical city. The most notable feature of Adelaide is the wide belt of parklands which surrounds it. Adelaide has grown tremendously in the past 10 years, with a 30% population increase in that time. Wide, straight streets in a simple rectangular pattern were dictated by the ease with which they could be pegged on the ground. The width of the streets and evidence of careful early planning is seen throughout the city. The importance of Adelaide as a growing industrial centre is shown by the large numbers of overseas industrial firms that have established factories in the city. These firms, together with most modern industry, use vast quantities of water in their various manufacturing processes. The new town of Elizabeth, some 17 miles from Adelaide, has been designed to house 50,000 people by 1968. Modern hotels, shops, public utilities and homes are of the latest design. It is not often possible to plan a town on a drawing board and see the dream come to practical fruition. Such a scheme has in fact eventuated at Elizabeth. This new centre has accentuated Adelaide's demand for more and more water. In the Mount Lofty Ranges to the north and east of Adelaide, 6 reservoirs have been built, with a total storage capacity of 24,000 million gallons. These reservoirs are served by relatively small catchments, which together with the low rainfall of the district, do not provide enough water for the demands of the city. A new dam at Maiponga in the hills 40 miles to the south of Adelaide is under construction, and another on the upper Torrens is contemplated. Early planners realised that dams in the hills of Adelaide would never store sufficient water for the future needs of the city. Other sources of supply would have to be found, virtually unlimited in volume and economically possible. It was obvious that the only possible source was the Murray River, some 50 miles to the east. The Murray, rising in the Australian Alps and fed by melting snows, is a constant running stream. The old world town of Mannum nestles on the riverbank, letting the bustle of the world drift by. Paddle steamers still ply the river, as they have done for over 60 years. The peaceful river is a haven for innumerable waterfowl. The old paddle steamer moves on past the huge new pumping station at Mannum, where water is drawn from the river. A concrete baffle prevents debris entering the pumping system, and a gauge shows the river height above the level of the sea, 90 miles away. The pumping station contains several huge electrically operated centrifugal pumps capable of pumping millions of gallons of water per day to Adelaide through a 72-inch pipe. Concrete supports are banked on the turns to overcome pressure effects. and the great steel pipe snakes its way towards Adelaide, 50 miles to the west. At Palmer, on the eastern side of the range, another pumping station gives the water an added lift to help it on its way up and over the hills. The pipe runs parallel to power lines which carry electricity to operate the pumps. Electricity generated at Port Augusta with coal from Lee Creek. Fuel, power and water, all from within the state. Winding through sheep country and wheatlands. In and out among great devil's marbles. Through timbered slopes and over creeks. Crossing hills like the Great Wall of China, this huge steel lifeline discharges its water into reservoirs in the hills above the city. Adelaide and its immediate surrounds have a lower rainfall than any city or similar district in Australia. To the cursory visitor, the bright, clean appearance of the city, its lush green parks, ponds and lakes, give evidence that there is a natural abundance of water. This may have been so in years gone by. Today, however, the demands of a growing population and expanding industry are met only by the linking of Adelaide's reservoirs with the River Murray through the pipeline, which is truly Adelaide's lifeline. Wild black swans nest within 100 yards of the busy streets. Water provides opportunities for pleasure and relaxation. Pedal boats and other aquatic craft ply the river and lake waters of Adelaide. Special facilities are provided for children to enjoy themselves on the many shallow lakes in and around Adelaide. Various types of international water sports are made possible by Adelaide's now abundant water supply. One of the city's attractions is this modern restaurant on the Torrens River. Dinner bell summons the water birds to their daily meal. Adelaide, Australia's modern city of parklands, lakes, homes and factories, is kept alive and growing by man's most valuable asset, water, a big proportion of which is pumped through a lifeline to Adelaide.